You guys are about to see something rare and special on the channel.
Oh, you didn't want it that fast.
Oh, there's success in my eye because we did a good job. Hide your wives and girlfriends. I'm forklift certified.
You're watching Service Call 69.
69. Nice.
Proudly produced by Tekamo and sponsored by Fortis HD and Shields. Welcome back to the channel, Shields. You longtime guys, you'll know them. You'll remember Shields.
Welcome to episode 69, boys. We made it. How am I gonna remember how to put all this back together, you know?
In this episode, Cam is covered in grease and misery as he tries to revive his truck.
Really fucking miserable. I hate these systems. I would never run another one.
Cam also deals with a peculiar post-rental inspection.
There's lots of little things to make this big bucket work.
Kyle and his team are hustling, building a massive bucket.
That's it? Oh, you're good, James, you're good.
Beat it, beat it. Hopefully you guys like my voice. If not, f*** off.
And Tyler is switching sticks between two John Deere 470s.
Fucking ta-da, boys. I amaze myself too.
Giveaway, 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 giveaway. If you want to help us produce these videos, please show the sponsors some love and click on the links in the description, like Shield, to help pay for this video. And with Poly Windows, we know what you're thinking, it scratches. Well, unlike the rest, they have the Super Coat technology, a coating that is abrasion resistant. If you don't believe that, they are offering free abrasion test kits for people who want to test it out. So click the link in the description to find out more. Now for the giveaway, comment thank you Shields, take a screenshot, fill out the form. One of you will win some merch.
Shields, the glass goat, the windshield goat, super goat.
Or what are we doing today? We're swapping sticks on this 470. Apparently the customer wants to do magical chairs. But instead of magical chairs, I'm gonna do magical sticks on a fucking 470 because it's so easy. Thankfully that one's mostly dressed. It just needs a quick change. So we're gonna take the quick change off of this stick, put it off to the side, and then we'll unpin this stick. The new other one's got a bucket cylinder and H-link and dog bones already, so it's a fairly quick and easy swap over versus having to de-dress this stick, dress that stick, and then put said stick on the machine. And I never said dick, so fuck you guys. Yeah, I got the phone call this morning at 9:30. Oh, we need to swap sticks. When do you need it done by? Well, Saturday morning. I'm going away this weekend, boys. I said that stick was never on a machine, so it wasn't fully dressed. And the grease lines are too long. The fucking, it's never had a hydraulic quick change on it, so I'd have to add those hoses. So the best I can do is swap it today and hopefully have enough time to maybe fucking start fitting shit. Well, can't we take the grease hoses off this stick and put it on that one? We're shedding 3 feet of fucking stick. Nothing's gonna fit, bud. What do you think, I'm a fucking magician? Oh, there we go. Broke my nut. That sounds very heavy. Oh, fucker. Don't you hate it when you fucking stroke too far back and you fall out and you go to back in, then it hurts? Guys know what I'm talking about. Well, hello there. POV, me at your fucking mom's house. This is why you don't shim things. The shims are all f***ed up and don't want to come out easy. Hey, a fucking beer. Yes, I am fat. And most likely out of shape too. F*** you, motherfucker. Come the f*** off. Go f*** yourself. Nailed it. Didn't even lose my breath.
Why'd you turn like that?
Yeah, f*** off. This is gonna be so cool to have people like Cam just put the quick change out of view. They come with a forklift, pick it up, and take it away. No, I have to do all of that. Fucking guy. Wouldn't even give me Brandon for the day. He was busy. That's out of the way-ish. You know, it's funny, when I was younger, I didn't know how these ratchet straps worked. I know how to tighten them down, but I didn't know how to load them up properly. So I just used this end and just tied knots so it was semi-tight. Used to like rope. Don't worry. As I got older, I think I figured it out. People at home are like, why is he doing that? It's so when I bury the fucking stick into the ground, it doesn't fucking swing the fucking H-link into the way. Get it as low as she can go. Good enough for the girls I go out with. So I know you guys don't like doing fucking audio, but this fucking speaker's bitching, dude. Like fucking sick. JBL Extreme 3 or 4. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention when I bought it. I just went sick. I want that. Huh. Some cocksucker tried to fuck me. I think he succeeded. It's red Loctited in. I remember taking this stick off, so someone else fucked me. I know where that is. Everyone bitch, but that fucking impact is really small. He can't. That's not a real impact. Yeah, it's anticlimactic, really. Yeah, they went full contractor with the retaining compound. Put it on there, let it make threads. That's not an OEM procedure. Fuck your OEM procedures. I don't want to have to buy a guy a stick when it falls off. Sucker. There we go. Alright, so next we will detach this from this. So we'll take the thingy out and do the thingy that way, then run that in there. And then we're done with running the machine for a bit, and then we'll get these fucking hosses off. And then we'll run the machine and support it off this pin right here, and tappy tap that pin out right here. And then we'll fucking get it in the air and get this stick out of the way. Hopefully it goes that easy. It never does go that fucking easy. Yep. It should replace that. So every bolt has a shank, right? But typically the last thread on the fucking bolt isn't on the shank. So that's been sitting in there beating on itself. You can see the wear marks up top here. And they're starting to correspond down here. I think these are all bent over and not sharp anymore. So we're gonna get a new fucking retainer bolt. You could probably run it, but I've had enough retainers fall out. Only happened once. And I don't fucking take the chance anymore. Beat it and beat it. Hopefully you guys like my voice. If not, fuck off. The rabbit goes around the tree, through the fucking tunnel, and ends up choking it. Whoa, that's awfully flat.
Now for the totally normal post-rental inspection.
All right, we just got our SBL 75 back from rent. We're gonna do a post-rental inspection for the customer and find any deficiencies and let them know if any repairs need to happen. We'll start by checking our fluids and checking the engine oil behind this door. It is good to wash the machine before returning it to us. You will be billed for us having to wash the machine. It leaves clean, it should come back clean. So anyways, we'll carefully check the engine oil on this. It's a little low, so we'll make a note of that, but it's not terrible, so. Make sure you drop the window down, otherwise the seat gets wet. And then we have to charge you for soggy, moldy interior. So make sure you do close the windows and the doors if you leave the thing overnight. But the shields is still intact. So if that was glass, it would have just shattered as well. Thanks, shields. Every dollar counts. I'm trying to see if anything else is like bent. I think it's just my eyes. Anyways, that concludes this post-rental inspection. Yeah, just make sure the machine comes back clean, really. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell what's straight and what's not. Today's episode is sponsored by Shields. This is the script they provided us that I'm mostly gonna ignore. Okay, I'll give you a sample of what it's like when I read a script. And yes, the front window is indeed a Shields product.
The Shields Supercoat not only repels water, dirt, and grime,
but also adds an extra layer of protection against abrasion, UV damage, and is safe for wipers. That's not too bad, I guess. I can read.
With Shield Supercoat, you get unmatched clarity, easier cleaning, and a windshield that stays pristine longer.
Supercoat technology!
Stay working on the job longer, stay safe, and go home each night with Shields. And for those of you that tint the windows in your equipment, Shields products will soon be available with factory-installed tint.
Available in factory tint. Hey man, you know, what can I say? Let the product speak for itself. Cue the B-roll. Con Expo, we actually saw them like demoing it and smashing it. Shields, the glass goat, the windshield goat, the goat, super goat. Check them out, link in the description. Go to their website, reach out to them. Thank you for sponsoring us, Shields, and I hope you liked this. This is what you asked for. I hope you got what you bargained for. You got more than you bargained for. Hi Alex, hi Brad. Alex, Brad, Brad, Alex.
With Kyle working overtime on the weekend to get the beginning structure of the bucket done, he's now here to introduce this massive bucket.
Saturday came in, started with like the base edge, put the shell on, side plates, lay out the logo. That's about it. It sounds easy, but I mean, I was here for almost 8 hours on Saturday. My apprentice later will have to come and redo these adapters because they are not in line, so I can't let that go. But anyways, everyone makes mistakes. From here, yeah, I'm just gonna clean up my bevel, split those, label them, fire it off to the side. Got some shear blocks to put on, and then it's just waiting for lugging. It'll be ready for welding tomorrow. I'm gonna cut these corners here because when I fit the lugs in, I'm gonna have to pre-weld, and this will just clear the pre-weld on the lugs to that plate before I close it up on the reinforcing. I'm just labeling this for if someone else is gonna fit this up, try to avoid all confusion. I'll just repeat the process for the next section. Well, that's it for now. Not really much more else I can put on this bucket without the lugging. That's kind of the holdup right now. So this doesn't show the lugging on it now, but there's going to be like a stiffener reinforcing bar that sits across. So then there's that stiffener bar that sits in here. So we got to pre-weld all of this before the reinforcing goes on, which is probably like 1.5 inches. It's going to be a lot of welding. So, I mean, there's still some more things that got to get put on, but those get put on after. Got gussets, I can't put that on until they pre-weld it. Got these heel shrouds, but I need the pre-welding underneath the radial wear bars first and the cheek plate. There's lots of little things to make this big bucket work. So after my apprentice has reworked this and has made it correct, and then the next step, like I said, we'll do the lugging, reinforcing, and then it's probably about good 40 to 60 hours of welding. And I'm not a welder, so I won't have to do that. So yesterday, after you guys left, the lugging came down from the machine shop. I brazed it, and then I dropped this whole unit in as one unit. Then it will be like complete welding, flipping, handling. I was talking about those heel shrouds yesterday. There's gonna have to be some pretty heavy duty pre-welding underneath here. It's just extra wear before the steel gets worn out, if you will. The adapters were corrected, which I'm happy with. From here on in, it is just welding, minimal fabricating. As far as I'm concerned, these guys are doing a good job right now, keeping up with the timing. James is a really good welder, and he is always on time.
And a quick interruption to pay for this episode. For those that are interested, new sticker packs are now available. Get them while you can. Link in the description.
Ooh. Yeah, you'll edit that horrible noise out, right? People are gonna think it's not certified. It's totally certified. You wanna just wave at me when the rod gets all the way in?
Yes, I will totally do that.
You know, this is why I have trust issues. I don't trust you, so I'm gonna stand here unsafe.
It's like a foot.
Good enough. I don't fucking trust you.
Come on, man.
All right, so this is how I was always told to relieve hydraulic pressure. Give you guys a fucking first-hand view. It smells lovely. So that's how I was shown. Now everyone's gonna be like, I do it differently. Cool, good for you, but that was all the pressure in the tank relieved. Hopefully I don't go and fucking inject myself with hydraulic oil and grow a third arm or die. I mean, at least I'm getting out of changing the stick if I die. Canadian humor at its finest. Hee hee. Oh, it was about a foot. You were telling me the truth. I still don't trust you. Don't hurt my feelings, bro. Don't bro me unless you know me. Why you no go back in? I know why it won't go in. Nailed it. Ooh, that's sharp. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a burr. Well, we'll knock that off real quick. I think the viewers at home would like that, eh? A fucking blow start grinder.
Did you say blowing on grinder?
F off. You fucking... No, I didn't. You're imagining things. Yeah, there was a burr. You can actually see the fucking mark. This silver mark right fucking here. A real bitch to get out, as you guys seen. Take the burr off, and away you go. I don't think someone was greasing that fucking stick very much. Look at all the damage here. You can hook that all with your finger. That's big Seuss there for you. Don't grease rental machines. Yeah, just so the pin can't fall out, and just so the bolt can't fall out either. Anybody out themselves when they're doing this? Like, I fucking hate busting lines for you. Especially when you know system pressure is like fucking 4,000. I'm not scared, you're fucking scared. This is where cat flanges are so much fucking nicer. What mess? I don't know what mess you're talking about. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's not a breaker bar, it's a ratchet. Oh, fuck. If it's not meant to be a breaker bar, why is it so long? Riddle me that, motherfuckers. There it is. It was under pressure, and I'm like, I don't like this. And you can feel it. So now that I know there's no pressure in it, we can take the clamps off more. Just things you got to be careful of doing this, because you inject yourself with hydraulic oil. I haven't had it happen, but you can die from it. That's why you try to stay as much out of the fire as you can, and just wiggle the fuck out of the hoses. Is it something to be scared of? No. Is it something to be cautious of? Yes. You don't want to fucking go to the hospital. Yeah. See, it kind of pushed the O-ring out on that corner. Yeah. So I did this, so if I accidentally hit the bucket curl functions, no pressure. Won't blow the fucking flange locks apart. So we'll knock that pin out and fucking get more grease on myself. God damn it. Ah, cramping up, man. Stick is off the machine. All right, let's go flip that fucker. Tyler, what's your plan? I don't fucking have one. I'm just dragging through the dirt, playing like a fucking child. Probably breaking shit. I don't fucking know. Best part is I think I can fix it when I fuck it up. I just really hope that strap holds. That went better than I thought it would. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I was really expecting me to drop the fucking thing or the strap blow apart, because I've had that for a while and I don't know what I've done with it. Fucking ta-da, boys. I amazed myself too. Watch out, boys. I'm forklift certified. Yeah, that's right, guys. Hide your wives and girlfriends. I'm forklift certified. Hey, you stay here. I know it's scary. Dad's driving a forklift, but don't worry. I got this. You want to go get your bed? Hey, do you want into your bed? Side shift is the best feature any fucking forklift could have. Alright, so we got that stick rolled and out of the way now. Time to roll this stick so it's the right way. And hopefully push this thing into place, or maybe even walk the hoe up to it. I don't fucking know. We'll figure that out as I go. All right, so we're pinned back together. Unfortunately, we found a few things we got to change on this thing, but we'll get this thing off and get these things walked over the corner. That way we're out of the middle of the yard. We'll have fun in our fucking corner, and that way no one can fucking bitch at us. You're in my way. F you, it's mine.
And back to camp.
I don't know what I'm doing. Seriously, I keep just like taking things apart until I decide where I want to stop. What happened? Well, let me tell you. I actually don't know what happened. I'm trying to figure it out. I was going up the Coke, the highway through hell. It always gets climbs a little bit climbing that hill because that's a big hill. It's like 8%. So that's when it got a little bit hot, and then I came back, and the next day I went to another job in town. And I just had my truck idling in the yard because I was using like the inverter and the fucking crane and stuff. And then it started doing its stupid fucking regen. I didn't think anything of it. It just does its thing, right? It does its bullshit like it normally does. Walk around, I smell coolant, and I walk around and the thing's just puking coolant out. And I'm like, what the fuck, Ford? You think, like, and it just was keep doing its regen, keep doing its thing. It's like, oh, you know what? Emissions are above all else, so let's cook the engine for the sake of emissions, you know? So it just sat there and got hot. It doesn't kick down and cancel the regen, even though it's overheating. It's fucking stupid, stupid, stupid setup. You think they'd have some kind of safety thing there where like, because doing a regen generates a lot of heat. You think there'd be something there where like it would actually like kick down and just like cancel it because it's overheating? Oh, it doesn't, which is fucking dumb. So the thing got hot and was just puking coolant, so I had to stop it. And now we're here. So we're just kind of getting into her now and seeing what the fuck. I gotta rip the whole front of this truck apart, man. Really fucking miserable. Fucking weird shaped hoses everywhere. That just goes to mysterious fucking places. This is no way to build a machine, you know? What kind of is this? I just don't know. I'm stupid. I'm a dumb mechanic, so I'm trying to figure out how to get all this apart. If there's one thing that actually makes me like legit miserable, it's working on fucking cars and trucks. I'm not built for this shit. I don't get it. I actually don't understand. Why the fuck do you make shit like this? I don't know. There's gotta be an easier way to take this whole cooler package out, other than 8 hours of fucking around. Don't need a 3-minute video on it.
Figure out how to remove it. It's held in place.
Are our videos this painful to watch, you think?
And to remove it onto the heater core nipple,
Okay.
or onto the nipple that goes to the
You're
rear
fucking
truck.
painful. I'm gonna figure it out myself. Fuck you. I'll figure it out. What a piece of shit. This hose is all disconnected. It's just stuck in behind 10 other hoses. Having a little fucking hose orgy. Oh, dude, like look at this mess. Don't put them straight. Make sure you put multiple bends and wrap them around places. I don't get it. Does it really need to be that complicated? I'm sure the answer is yes. I'm just bitter. Like I said, nothing makes me bitter like working on this shit. Oh, they just make this so fucking miserable to work on. Or maybe I'm just miserable. I'm sorry. I'm just a miserable guy right now.
Here's your update from Kyle.
Day 3 on the 650 dig bucket. Night shift is carried on and have done almost all the pre-welding underneath the reinforcing. So James will be carrying on probably for the rest of this shift. Night shift as well. Tomorrow we'll be closing in the frog plates, or the reinforcings if you will, and then putting the heel shrouds on the radial wear bars. And then when we get the bucket into position on its sides, we'll put in the inner cheek plates and then the outer heel shrouds at that point, and vice versa, flipping it on over. So I'm expecting it to probably be another like 3 days at least. That's it? Oh, you're good, James, you're good. Today is day 4 of the welding, fabricating of the 650 dig bucket. After welding, I'm gonna have to check the lug spread, make sure that's all correct before painting, but then yeah, after that it'll be prep, paint, and ship to the customer. Yeah, I'm gonna get the big forklift just in case, okay? That's it? You okay with that, James? Good? Yeah. Want to move this over? Perfect. All right. Yeah, now that table's sitting there, we can weld that hook to it. It'll be a lot safer. That's how we are positioning for the next weld sequence. Gonna hit up all the top inside of all the horizontal wear bars. And then he'll also be able to weld into the flat of the top of the lugging, and then he can install and weld the corner gussets. Just makes it stronger, boxes it in, reinforcement. Yeah.
You asked and Fortis HD delivered. Water jugs and tumblers for a limited time, so head over to the website and grab them while you can. And for those that ordered parts, custom ones like this are also up for grabs. If you want just a plain one, there's plain ones too. It's a big jug, 128 something. Back to Tyler.
I'm not looking like a fucking apprentice today. I don't care. Which one of you wants to run the excavator? I could try to crane it up, but I don't want to. Right stick, push it forward. Up just a touch. Right there. You guys are about to see something rare and special on the channel. How many times have I worn fucking gloves?
You know it's serious when Tyler puts on gloves.
No shit, right? Just tired of fucking getting covered in grease. Could you imagine going into your doctor's, like going into a proctologist fucking office to get examined, and that dude's got fingers like that? Fucking come here, big boy. Oh, God, don't get a boner, don't get a boner, don't get a boner. What a shitty fucking hammer. Do, 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 do. Oh, good enough. No, there's success in my eye because we did a good job. Fucking cheesy. So this is the nest back in the truck to where I talked about it, but I don't think I really showed it off that much. It's fucking awesome for like when you're beating the pin out and you don't put a bolt in here to protect the thread. Sometimes they'll mushroom in, and you can't really start it with a tap. Then you gotta use a die grinder to kind of carefully take the first thread out. Whereas the nest, you jam it in, you know, 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, whatever, and you wind it out, and you take your burrs away. Little fucking thumb wheel here, you adjust it in or out. Stick it back in, crank your fucking thumb wheel down so your fucking cutting bit comes out, and wind it out. The only downfall of this thing is I haven't figured out how to get a nut on the backside to put it in an impact. But it's a handy as tool because you don't need a bunch of different taps and dies. Because I'll show you the one for cleaning up bolts here in a second. Because some of the fucking like undercarriage bolts, the bottom roller bolts and sprockets, they're fucking oddball size. They don't come in a regular tap kit. They're like M22 by 1.5, some fucking thing like that. And for whatever reason, the regular tap kit just glazes over that size when you buy the big ones. So same thought process. Open it up, put your bolt in, let your fucking jaws line up to your threads, and just back your bolt out, and it cleans up the Loctite. It's the handiest kit, man. They're expensive, but they're worth their money. Just a little bit of Loctite at home. Pins in, we'll do the cylinder next, and then we'll do the hoses, and then we'll sweep it out, replace the seals down there, and shim and throw the quick change on. Pull it back. Pull it back some more. Okay, go grab the stick so we can grab the hoses off of it. I'll be right back. Okay, let's start stealing some hoses. Yep. Now to do this without making a massive fucking mess. Didn't spill a fucking drop.
Might have spilled a lot.
Alright. Gotta wash my You like my hose, don't you? Once she goes too high and comes back down, and it popped out. That's what it looked like afterwards. It was never the same. Alright, well there's one hose installed. Let's go take the other one apart now. Got one last hose to swap over, eh? See how big and girthy it looks? Yeah, you like this, don't you? Alright, so stick's on and pinned. Hoses are hooked up. Stick is shimmed. We just gotta hook up the quick change hose. And then we'll stretch out, put the quick change on, fit it, cycle everything, make sure everything works. And then I had a hose guy coming in to do the 2 quick change cylinder hoses we need to make, as well as to remake all the grease lines, because going from a short stick to a long stick to a short stick, for some reason the hoses don't fit now. They're too short or long. So, beating up a fucking seal. You don't do those to seals. You spit on them first. Yeah, I'm not allowed to do Cam's jokes because people in the comment section don't like them. He's just copying Cam. He's trying too hard to be on the channel. Shut up. Yeah. Someone put a groove in the stick nose. Yeah, who needs a fancy machine like Cam? Fucking losers. Fucking Jesus. Why, hello there. This is what it looks like when I'm with your sister at night. Well, that's the thing. Like, everyone's like, oh, does it take longer because you have a camera crew filming you? Not really. I'm a dog fucker regardless. Well, I can take 3 days to do a job, but the job should have only taken 3 hours, so I only bill 3 hours. Fucking Brant quick changes, man. Oh, it's in. Whew. Well, we're gonna throw some hoe rings on down here and shim up the stick nose, I think. Might need one shimmy shim. Just one shim in my bum. Well, I don't really feel like beating that fucking pin backwards, so let's use an air tool. Let's see if it'll push this pin back. Yeah. Das Mueller. Buy this today at Fortis HD. Holy f, man, that's impressive. Like, that pin was stuck. I could not get it to move. That thing slaps. And it's on reduced air too. It's on the smaller air fittings. If you put that thing on big air, that thing would fucking wail. So I don't know if you guys are machinists that follow this channel too, but when you're working with building stick like nose pins and for quick changes, please really recess your hole with your threads. Say your threads like start 3/8 of an inch down. So when I beat the out of this pin, I'm not fucking the threads up. I can take a die grinder and chew my burr out. Whereas if the fucking thread starts right at the face of the pin, it makes it a bitch, because like then you're up like what I was doing up there, trying to chase threads and all that stuff. Whereas I'll just go and hog the burr out, be done with it, put my bolt in, and fucking away I go. All right, time for some hoe rings. Hoe rings. The split rings, man. Fucking out the one piece. If you like doing that, and if you fucking are gonna say in the comments, I prefer the one piece over the two piece, you also like fucking your ass. If you're a guy. If you're a woman, I don't know. I got nothing. Yeah. So anyways, guys, that's it for now. I just got to knock all the brackets off of it, clean up some mess. Wait for the hose guy to finish up doing his hoses. Got to get some angle iron and some steel to make the two brackets for the quick change hose. And then just run it up, test it, grease the out of everything, and should be good to go. All right, boys, on that note, God loves you, because I sure as don't. Bye.
Stupid. We're deleting the radiators. Bye. I'm just gonna slip this out from behind. Of course, it's easier said than done. Don't need this. Delete. Oh, f you. Didn't want it that fast. How am I gonna remember how to put all this back together, you know? I don't know if it'll ever run again. Service truck for sale. I'm just an AI generated mechanic. AI is pretty man. It does some crazy stuff now. What if I was the whole time I wasn't even real? Let's make him a mechanic, but like subpar at best. There we go. That's good enough. I don't know if I even need to take it all the way out. You should just delete it all. Yeah. He was like, why is it so hard to get this off? And I was like, maybe because there's a fucking bolt still there? Fucking Ford put a bolt behind fucking everything that you need, like why? Why? Why put it there? Maybe I will take the whole radiator out. I'm pretty much there. Just clip these lines and pull a condenser out. This fucking garbage system. I couldn't get that shroud bolt because it's the VMAC. Fucking VMAC. Like, they're actually really cool. VMAC's a really cool company. These truck mounted, like engine mounted systems on these trucks especially are fucking garbage. I looked at a few trucks before, and after this, I would never buy a truck with a VMAC in it. Look at all this shit. You already don't have room in here. And then they put this here, this mongoloid bracket, all these pulleys. There's one here that that failed, and we took it off. This giant pulley down here. Then they move all this shit. So all of these tubes are now aftermarket, and you can't just buy them from like whatever Rock Auto or whatever you guys buy parts from, AutoZone or Lordco or whatever. You have to get it from like VMAC, and they're all stupid expensive. Never again. I would never get one again. I would turn down a truck even if it was a good deal if it had a VMAC, because I don't want to deal with it. I'm so fucking tired of them. I don't know, man. That's my honest feedback on it. I hate these systems. I would never run another one. Henry Ford was rolling in his grave if he saw this, man.
It's funny, everyone, when I was in Ontario there for that fucking expo, like, man, you don't fake this, do you? No, I talk to myself all the time too. What you see me now is what you get. Yeah, to the dude in Ontario, Toronto to be exactly, that grabbed my ass, drop your name in the fucking comment section, weirdo. I'm fucking meeting a bunch of people in Ontario or Toronto there, and I'm like, oh, you guys want to get a picture? And they're like, yeah, sure. This big dude, ginger beard, denim overalls, I think. Said he worked for Deere. Grabs my ass in the picture. He goes, I know you'll like it. And I'm like, I'm scared. I need an adult.
Are you an experienced heavy-duty mechanic thinking about going on your own? Click the link in the description to fill out the form. Tekamo, your heavy equipment support network.
If you enjoyed this episode, you'll love Service Call 63, where you can see what $1,000 a lube look like. And if you're looking to replace your windshield with a Shields product, you can see a video on how to do that here. I don't know what you're saying, left or right? Oh, fucking no. What else you want from me?